Hi everyone, welcome back to Sunday Worship. I am super excited to be worshiping with you guys this morning. I know that some of you guys are actually back at church today, and so if you are, that is also really amazing because we haven't been able to worship in person in such a long time. And so if you guys are at church, I am super excited for you. So today's sermon comes from, again, the book of Ecclesiastes, which we've been going through for the last couple of weeks. And this week, the sermon comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 1 through 16. Now, that's a lot of verses, so I wanted to just focus on just a couple of verses. So I will read to you verses 9 through 12, and this is what it says. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. Again, if 2 lie together, they keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, 2 will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. So what exactly is this trying to tell us? Well, I have some toothpicks that I want to demonstrate this with. Now in my hand, I have these toothpicks, and if I just grab one toothpick, who here thinks I can easily break this? Well, let's try and find out. Oh, that was super easy. And look, now what if I grab 2 together at the same time? I think it might be a little bit harder to break, but let's see. Ooh. There we go, I broke it. That was a lot harder than breaking just one toothpick. Now, what happens if I add another toothpick to it? So we're doing 3 at a time. Oof, breaking 2 was hard enough. Let's see if I can actually break 3. Oof, I don't think I can do it. And I think if I actually add a 4th one, that would be even harder to do. Wow. So we are kind of like these toothpicks in a sense. If we are alone and we don't have anyone to care for us, or we don't have anyone to care for, then we are more open to hurt and we're more vulnerable. But let's say you have a friend, then you can help each other. 2 is stronger than 1. Now, what are some ways you think that you can help a friend? Maybe it's through prayer. Maybe you can stick up for a friend if someone is mean to them. Or maybe you can include a friend to come and play with you. Now, the end of the verse says, a threefold cord is not easily broken. Remember when I added that 3rd toothpick and I couldn't break it? The 3rd toothpick in this sense represents God. Now, when we have some friends and we share a common bond with God, that relationship can even grow stronger because we can share God's love with one another. That's why church and community is so important. We can share of God's love with each other and also remind each other of God's plans for us, even when times are tough. We can protect each other from some of the nasty things that happen by speaking of God's love into our lives. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't have a lot of Christian friends. What can I do? Well, we can actually pray for God to give us and bring us Christian friends and family, because God knows that it will help us to grow stronger in Him. And you know what? Even if we don't have a lot of Christian friends or family, it's okay, because we can still enjoy our strong relationship and friendship with Jesus. Actually, one of my favorite verses comes from Isaiah 41:10, and I'm going to read it here for you. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Isn't that amazing? So this week, I want you guys to think about what are some ways you can help and support a friend and actually do it. I'm so excited to see how you guys will be sharing God's love with your friends this week. Thank you for joining me this Sunday for worship. I had such a great time, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.